How's it going, everybody? RazingHel here, and welcome back to our playthrough of the military campaign for Stronghold 3. Today we are going to be finishing the military campaign with the completion of chapter number 17, Final Battle.
It was too easy. This was to be my kill. My final blow, ending what started years ago. We had been fooled. It was deserted.
I knew that he wouldn't be here, but that he would come. This just gave me the time to prepare for the attack that would be my crowning glory, my greatest achievement. We waited for him. I watched the boy and his men arrive through their secret entrance, tired and weary. I gave them time to get inside.
Outmaneuvered by the wolf, you are once again on the back foot. The wolf is out there, however, somewhere in his vast army, and if the walls of the royal castle can survive the enemy's onslaught, then maybe you might just get a chance to capture him.
Okay, so one of the more interesting things about this mission is the fact that none of the hints are of any use. It's basically just the wolf taunting you. So you don't get any hints for Stronghold 3 for mission number 17. So let's get started. So here we are. You can see the Lord is under attack immediately.
The wolf's army is encamped outside the royal palace, sire. We must get inside as quickly as we can. Intelligence suggests he will attack at midnight. We are under attack.
Okay. I need to get some stuff started here. Let's build the economy.
Place that there, my lord.
Wow, I like a couple of woodcutters.
Sire, it will soon get dark. We must do what we can to bolster the castle's defenses before the wolf starts his siege.
Get some food up and going here. I'm going to remove all these troops from the walls, move them towards the inside of the castle. There's no way I can defend walls that are this big, so there's just no point in keeping those units out there. We're basically going to surrender the outer wall right away. There we go. And then I'm going to delete these small towers and replace them with larger towers. As you can see, it's already night. So we were not given a whole lot of time to prepare for anything here. But it will be a little bit yet before he actually attacks us. As soon as that archer's off the stairs, let's delete that. And then I'm deleting this chunk of walls here. And we're going to be replacing it with a square tower. Square tower is like the one-step upgrade. It's really, I don't know why anybody would build the tower below it, to be honest. It's significantly smaller, and it only costs 10 less stone, so I don't really see the amazing benefits of that. But then we're going to finish the wall over here. And then I want to get my units back up on top of that wall. So we have 40 archers. I think we want at least 27. Okay. I still need to put a new stairs in. Here we go. Get those units over there. And then these archers will be on the opposite side. They'll occupy the opposite tower. Now we just need our engine tower. I don't have enough stone though, so I'll have to buy it. Let's see here. We need 50. There we go. So I'm buying the engine tower. That way I can mount a hay bale launcher, so that way we can actually see what's going on over here in the dark. But in addition to that, I also do need, I'm going to start some quarry work right away, because we do need the stone. And I would also like to build a barracks here, but we're going to need more stone for that. I probably should build some hovels. Let's see, should be able to fit a couple of them pretty close to the keep here.
Can't place that there.
Oops. Let's try this again. Let's hold our banquet. There's no need to produce honor in this mission because we already have so many goods. Yeah, we didn't have enough peasants before this. Okay. I also want to get some wheat farms up and going here. So just a couple of them here. Same thing with the hops farms. Let's place a couple of them here near the stockpile. Those are all cheap ones to build because we are running a little bit low on wood. Well, not yet, but we won't have enough to build a substantial amount of buildings. I also wanted, where's the Chandler's workshop? Here we go. We want a couple of these. I think 4 of these would do. We already have a church, so it's a good idea to keep producing candles. And at least 1 more hovel here. I think I'm going to end up buying the stone that I need to build the barracks and the armory. So that way we can start recruiting sooner. Let's see here. There's the armory. We'll be able to fit it here next to the stockpile. And then I'm going to be putting the barracks somewhere over here. I guess I'm going to be putting it up on top of this little area. So one of the problems with playing at night, obviously, is the lack of visibility. So we can't really see where the enemy is going to be coming from. And I'm not going to zoom out too much because otherwise you get this really foggy look. It just makes the game look terrible. So the game is not optimized to be played at a zoomed out level like that. So we're just going to have to stick with doing it with playing the game relatively zoomed in if we want to actually see what the hell is going on. Now, how is our wood? 405. We still have a lot of wood left. I'm going to put down 2 armorers. Maybe not. Let me think here. Do we actually need armorers' workshops? I don't think we actually need to build any weapons in this match. This match is kind of silly. Our biggest obstacle is actually going to be getting units. So as soon as we start getting some hops in, which we do, that's what I should build next. I should build some breweries instead. So let's see how many I can fit over here. 4 of those. Still have 253 wood. Let's get some more food production up and going. So we're going to need a windmill and a few bakeries here. Ooh, that's something I should do. Let's double up on the farms here. I'm going to try to place an apple farm right here alongside the church, as well as an expensive pig farm and a dairy farm. Maybe there. And I still have enough wood for 1 more baker. So let's see how that goes. We are actually out of peasants, though. Yeah, we need a lot of peasants. We should be getting the wood in relatively soon. As you can see there, the woodcutters are already heading back from their wood camp. So as soon as you do that, we'll be putting down another hovel. So I can actually expand my population. And as you can see, here we are under attack. Oh my goodness. Hope I have enough units by the time they hit me with their full force. Because that's something I need the peasants for. I need it for the additional population. So you're 6 peasants with that. 6 will be enough to give us a decent recruiting pool. And look at those catapults. Overall, the night mechanic in Stronghold 3 was not utilized very often. I think there were a total of 2 missions, like 2 official missions that used it. The rest of them didn't. Oh, look at that. The archers can just shoot right through the walls. Okay, I need to get some crossbowmen recruited. This is quite important, actually. Let's get them on top of that wall there. But as you can see, we start with a good deal of crossbows. We start with a good deal of weapons, which is why population at this point is more important than anything else. So I'm going to increase this. Hopefully we actually get some decent peasant recruitment rates, because at the moment they're coming in so slowly. And that hurts me because I need those crossbows. The crossbows are very important to hold off against the swordsmen here once they start attacking my inner wall. Like, the walls over here buy some time, but eventually they're going to actually be attacking this interior, my last defense, basically, and I don't want them to make it through there. Fortunately, we don't have to deal with any knights. For some reason, the scenario does not include any knights during this mission. At least during the night. There are a few that come after the night's over. Oh, there's actually an archer over here? Holy smokes. Yeah. There's an archer in this tower. He can't get out, that's why. Good old Stronghold 3. Good old Stronghold 3 bugs for you right there. The archer's stuck in the tower, and I can't get him out. And interestingly enough, none of these units are going over there to kill the archer either, because there are stairs. There are stairs that they could use to get up on top of that tower, I think. Let me see here. Yeah, the archer is absolutely stuck. There's no getting the archer out of that tower. Unless I deleted it. But see, if I delete it, the archer will die because it will fall to its death. So
Peasants needed, sire.
that's not happening.
We are your men.
Okay, we have 8 crossbowmen in that tower now, so I'm resetting the rally point here to be on top of the gatehouse for a little bit more balance. The catapults do tend to stick around even after you kill them. The unit model will just sit there on the field like that, which is okay. I mean, it makes sense that once you destroy the siege equipment, that it might just stay there for a bit. But then again, that does not look like a destroyed or a deconstructed catapult, does it? So that, I guess that would be my issue with it. Let's try to get some more range over here. Light that catapult up so I can actually shoot at. What? No. Okay, there it is. I was gonna say, we can't have a bug that has invisible catapults, can we? And we don't. So that's all good. Let's get the wall repaired here. We took some damage. So just beef all that back up. Very nice. Let's continue recruiting. And I also need to build a siege camp. This is how we're going to win with this siege camp right here.
Can't place that
Come on.
there, my lord.
You can do it. You can do it. There we go. Set a rally point down there, and we're going to be recruiting mantlets once this night is over. I think we still have a couple more attacks to do, so it's going to be a little bit more. There's news of a forthcoming marriage, apparently. That gives us a little bit more popularity to work with. Oh, we have a lot of ale. I should build an inn, and I have enough wood to do it, so let's do that next. There's the inn. Should be somewhere here. Market. There's the inn. So that should be producing a little bit of popularity for us as well. Enemy has breached my castle walls. Yes, indeed. I don't care about those walls, though. Okay, now we're going to move on to recruiting archers. Again, these were weapons that were all provided to me, so... Okay, I want to make sure that this area stays lit up. Oh! Oh no. I can't see anything over there anymore. There we go. Oh my god! Ragdolls. Ragdolls, look at that guy. His animations haven't kicked in until he got shot. Fatally shot. Interesting nonetheless. How are my walls holding out? They've hardly done any damage. Those are a lot of archers there. As you can see, my archers are dying quite rapidly in that tower. Oh, I am almost capped out here in terms of population. I need to build another hovel. There we go. So that way I can stock up a little bit on units that are available before I recruit. I don't have to be constantly spamming recruit. I can let the peasants build up for a bit before taking the time. I think I'm deleting this engine tower here. It's just in the way and being annoying at this point. I wish they would have destroyed it. As you can see, there are swordsmen over here still taking that wall down. For what it's worth. But my archer can't hit them, apparently. Interesting. So I want to get the rest of these archers recruited. Because I have a good deal of bows available. Of course, this tower got thinned out a bit. 21 archers is what we're down to. I might put these 4 archers over there to replace them. As you can see, this side was not attacked at all yet. Interestingly enough, like the wall is completely intact along with the gatehouse. But as you can see, right there's a catapult. And we don't... I've mentioned this in the other episode that took place during the night, but we don't need to position the hay bale launcher strategically. It has infinite range, basically. There's a stone. Is that a trebuchet? That might be a trebuchet. That would make a good case for not deleting the outer wall, because otherwise they would be hitting my inner wall with it, for what it's worth. Because I think it might be a trebuchet. Let's see here. Let's grab the mangonel. Oh, maybe it doesn't have infinite range. I thought it had infinite range, but as you can see here, yeah, okay, the hay bale launcher is limited, but it does have a pretty insane range nonetheless. Yeah, right there's a trebuchet. We do have a trebuchet. Attacking us, that is. We don't own one personally.
Close to the enemy for repair.
Too close to the enemy for repair. A lot of swordsmen there. Plenty of archers to recruit.
Needed, sire.
Maybe I should actually build a Fletcher's workshop for more archers. I'm not sure. I've never needed it before, but this mission has seemed to like more archers attacked that tower with my archers in it than usual. Yeah, so this tower took a significant hit, and this is why you want to leave them up. Like, sure, they're in the way, but at the same time, it serves as a distraction for the enemy attacks. They're attacking this tower instead of my actual legit walls. If they attacked my smaller towers, the ones on the wall that matter, I would become overwhelmed quite quickly. That trebuchet could easily take down one of these walls with just like 3 shots or so. And I'm not even convinced there's only one trebuchet there. It could be multiple trebuchets. Ooh, this wall is looking a little bit dodgy. Okay, let's light this area up over here. I see swordsmen are on their way. Let's get some more of these crossbowmen into that tower though as well.
At your disposal.
That is a downside, of course, as well to deleting these towers.
It will be morning soon, sire. We just need to hold on for a little while longer.
Okay, it'll be morning soon. But I was gonna say, that's another downside to deleting those towers is when they're up, they actually do provide a radius of light. You can see like those little torches on the sides of them. So when I deleted that tower here, even though it was in my way and being annoying, it did provide light to that area. So it did benefit me in a small way. So that's something you have to weigh into consideration, I would say. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 0. All the swordsmen are gone. And I think that was also the sound of crumbling trebuchets. I think the entire siege camp, yeah, the siege camp is gone. So the trebuchets are gone. We don't have to worry about that anymore. Now, basically, what we need to do is focus on taking out the enemy encampment. If you haven't seen the enemy encampment, it's over here. As you can see, it's got some light defenses. Right, there are some knights coming in, some archers. It has a fair bit of oomph to it. Has a fair bit of defensive power, but as you'll see, the way we're going to be doing this, it ultimately is not very strong. We can take it out with just a bunch of archers, basically. But that also means we need a good deal of archers to do it. I think we have enough here. If I look at it, it's around about 40 archers, and that should be enough, but we wouldn't want to lose too many more archers, obviously. I'm going to turn tax rate. I should have done this a long time ago. I didn't even touch the granary. But I'm going to turn that up a little bit so that way we can tax a little bit more here and actually get some more gold coming in because I'm running a little bit low. 100 candles. Yeah, we have more than enough ale. Let's turn that up again. And I believe we'll have enough food to hold out. Even though I'm consuming more than I'm making, I think we'll have enough to finish this mission with.
Sunrise, and we have survived, my lord. Oh, goodness, my liege. The wolf's army is vast indeed.
You sound easily impressed, Squire. Yeah, so there is a better idea of the actual encampment.
There, my liege, in the distance. I can see the wolf's standard. Maybe if our forces could capture that, we might yet win the day.
Here are some more swordsmen that are doing something. They don't appear to be attacking me yet. Do you have to bait them out? No. They seem to be doing that on their own. So yeah, it's daytime now. Yee. How nice is that, huh? We don't have to worry about this being zoomed in quite as much to actually see what the hell's going on. Now, as crossbowmen really should make short work of these swordsmen. As you can see, we still have half of our time left. So 21 days and 23 hours. I think we should have this in hand. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. I want 35 of these mantlets. And they're going to be providing the cover we need. I think there are going to be some knights here. Here are the knights that are coming in. You have to wait for them. And then I think we're ready. One of the things we could have done is build more armor. I think I just might try buying the armor for the swordsman. 5 for 70. And we can afford a couple of those. And then I can recruit like another 10 swordsmen. Just as a little bit of backup here. How are the knights doing? We're down to 1. 1 knight left, apparently. The knights are fairly resilient, even with all of these archers and crossbows shooting at them. So, there's something to be cautious around. Oh, here are the other 2 knights. Ooh, there they are. Okay, good thing I didn't pull my units off the walls yet. That would have been disastrous.
You do not have enough gold to train this unit.
Okay.
Men!
Hopefully those swordsmen don't get stuck in the barracks.
How says my lord?
I just want a few swordsmen here to sort of provide backup for the assault force that I'm going to be using. Yeah, those knights are kind of wasting my time, to be honest. I wish they weren't doing that. I wish they weren't going for the wall, because I would like to move out and start actually building my formation at this point.
Do not have enough gold to train
So,
this unit.
they should have the wall down pretty soon, shouldn't they? They're knights, after all. They deal more damage than your average unit. Wait, how many armor do I have left? Of 3, okay. At the moment, it's just an issue of gold, which also reminds me, I should turn this up more. We do not need the popularity. Okay, knights are coming in now, and we can finish them off. Another 2 swordsmen. I think I lost more archers during this mission than I usually do. You can see there are shadows from arrows over here. I'm not sure why. I mean, it's supposed to look like it's coming from that top. Oh yeah, I guess that would make sense. Yeah, okay, never mind. I don't know what I was thinking there. To me, at first, the shadows from the arrows looked wrong. Like they were drawn incorrectly on the map, but it seems to be okay. Okay, 45 archers. It's pretty decent. Let's
Look sharp, lads.
get them out of the towers if we can.
On your
Also grab our crossbowmen. We have quite a few of those. Grab our
engineers at
mantlets, of course.
If you
Set
say
them to
so.
line
Why
formation.
do you want us
Send them
to
out
line
here. Frames are chugging a little bit here. I don't know. I don't know why it seems so jerky all of a sudden. Holy crap. Why is it doing that?
Our swords are
It's choppy.
yours. Where is the
Let's bring the swordsman out here as well. It must just be the number of units moving on the screen. Let's see if it gets better when the units stop moving. Because right now, I don't know. It looks like it's doing it in the recording as well. But at the same time, it's showing like 56 frames a second, which is okay, you know. It's not 60 frames a second, but I can get by with 56.
Set us a task.
Okay,
Setting off.
let's set up those mantlets there. And we will be using them to provide cover for my archers. Okay, I have 3 mantlets too many. Let's send these back. And then I'm grabbing these archers,
Move to column. Move.
and I'm having them line up as well.
Setting out. Archers.
So,
moving.
oops.
Setting out.
Yeah, that's good enough, I think.
Just give us the target.
Just gonna hotkey these 2 here so I don't have difficulty in controlling them.
Column.
And then the
formation.
crossbowmen
Line
will be behind that to provide some
We will
support.
fight with courage.
And
Line
the
up.
swordsmen will be along with the
Boys
crossbowmen there.
marching.
Okay, I think we're ready to start moving in. Let's see here.
Eager to work.
Want the mantlets there and the archers there.
Our bulls grow
It should be pretty decent,
Forward.
at least for a start.
Double.
So exchanging fire here.
Woman.
We're pretty well defended though.
Ready, sir. Quickly.
I really do like the formations in Stronghold 3, especially like after playing Stronghold 2, which was almost impossible to set up decent formations. Stronghold 3 is great at that. I really do like Stronghold 3's formations.
Your men.
So, say what you will about Stronghold 3's bugs or how it compares to the older games, but it's not all bad, you know? What the hell? Why won't they move? I don't get that. It's really weird.
Sir, command us.
I know like if they don't have enough room. It's funny that it happens, almost as if to prove me wrong, because I was just complimenting Stronghold 3 on how good their formations are, and now all of a sudden I can't move my units. It seems to be the ultimate irony around here.
Engineers at your
Okay, let's move up.
Engineer detachment heading out. Lively does it.
Hopefully we can also move the crossbows up this time,
Woman, make ready. You order, sire.
as well as the swordsman. Come on, swordsman.
Command us.
I know you can do it.
You order, sire.
As a matter of fact, we don't need the swordsman in this formation, to be honest.
Apart, form a column.
Maybe I'll do column instead.
For glory.
As you can see, a couple of knights coming in there. Okay, as soon as these archers over here are down... Okay, I think, as a matter of fact, we should move forward right now.
Walking off, setting out. How says my lord?
Try to keep the pressure on here. It's a lot of archers. And our mantlets can only last so long. Already they've taken a good amount of damage. Okay, most of the ranged units, except for those ones over there. As you can see, the crossbowmen are helping out a lot here. Like, you might think they're not doing anything, but they are. When the melee units get within a certain range, the crossbowmen units kick in and just wipe them out quite effectively. But here is a knight. The knight will take a little bit longer. And they're down. Okay.
Your grace. Moving
I want to move the mantlets up a little bit. But this is tough maneuvering here.
Impatient.
Yeah, send these swordsmen in. I want the swordsmen to remove these barriers here. Or as much of the barriers as possible. So that way my shields can actually go through
Command us.
without taking a whole bunch of damage.
For the crown.
So let's try this.
Are yours. Sire, command us.
Because you'll see them starting to take damage here as they hack away. But we're relatively safe. Nothing's firing at my swordsmen at the same time. So let's just get these barricades out of the way here.
Command us.
And then I'm going to be moving the portable shields in through that space. To sort of trip some of these traps around here as well, I think.
To arms.
I think that there are also a few traps.
Our swords are yours.
Okay, they're starting to take some fire.
Command us.
Let's retreat a little bit
Yours.
and send the shields ahead instead.
Heading off. Ready, sir.
Let's bring the crossbowmen up behind that. And here we go, we're actually pulling out a lot of units now.
Eat steel.
Come on, swordsman. I might need you to intercept some of these melee units over here. Because they're not dying fast enough, especially that knight there.
We will fight with courage.
Okay, I'm gonna have the swordsman engage the knight. Maybe we didn't need to do that. Okay, the knight's down.
Our swords are yours. To honor.
Swordsman can retreat a little bit, but there are a lot of other armored units over here, so I'm keeping the swordsman on standby for sure.
We will fight with courage.
And this is basically the best way I found to remove this encampment. Just hide behind a whole bunch of mangonels. Not mangonels.
We are prepared.
What are these things called? Mantlets. They sometimes are called portable shields as well, so the terminology changes from time to time. Okay, let's move forward here.
Location noted.
Move shields. And move
Command.
the archers. Come on, come on.
Says my lord.
Expos. Forward. As you can see, I'm within range of those archers over there now. Okay, I'm sending the swordsman in. We're pretty close here. Pretty close to victory. Oh, swordsman, what are you doing? Swordsman, forward.
For glory.
Not even kidding. Attack. Okay, that's all down. And there's just a few archers and crossbows over there now. So this really should be it. When those last two units fall. Okay, we're gonna do the honors with this with the swordsman, I guess, instead.
Ready.
Oh, that crossbowman's almost down.
The standard is ours, sire, and the enemy are laying down their weapons. Victory is ours.
Victory!
The wolf has been spotted fleeing the field. A fast horse may yet just catch him. We are victorious, sire.
We are victorious, and as you can see there, we completed it with plenty of time to spare. Take a look at that. This is the last chapter in the Stronghold 3 official military campaign. And I have to say, it wasn't the hardest. There were definitely harder ones. I would say probably the one with the Sultan was a little bit tricky because you had to do some very precise maneuvering to get into the castle in that one. That's the one that really stands out in my mind, but there might have been one other one. Maybe the one with the 2 pigs, because I almost lost that one in some ways. After I got my army wiped out, you might recall by the fire. So this is by no means the hardest mission in Stronghold 3. Playing it right here on the hardest difficulty, as you can see, it took a little bit over half the time I was allotted. But I think it is really interesting what happens after this. So there's a cutscene after this, and it is a little bit paradigm shifting compared to what, most players are set up to expect from video games in general. So I think it's definitely worth a watch. Let's continue.
It worked. I knew that he would chase me. He can't help but chase me. I was prepared. I used another decoy, and that idiot boy fell for it. I had him. This time, I won.
So that is legitimately it. It ends on the note, this time I won. And that completes the campaign, basically. So in the first Stronghold, Stronghold 1, or Stronghold HD, however you want to see it, the game that came out in like 2001 or so, the wolf loses. And Stronghold 3 is sort of the successor to Stronghold 1. And in Stronghold 3, as you can see here, when you complete the last mission, the wolf wins, which sort of sets us up for a potential sequel to Stronghold 3. But given Stronghold 3's poor reception, I don't think that's something that we're going to see in the cards, unfortunately. Because overall, people do complain about Stronghold 3 performance issues and, I don't know, maybe just lackluster castle building compared to previous games, but I didn't really feel it was that bad. As somebody who likes a Stronghold game, Stronghold 3 seemed perfectly a-okay to me. It had issues, but the other games have had issues as well. Sure, Stronghold 3 has had more annoying issues. For example, troop control is a lot more difficult because every time you tell your troops you give them a new command, basically, they will stop and then start moving again, as opposed to just making it a fluid movement. I would say that's probably my biggest issue with the game because it makes it difficult to control units precisely. If you're giving a unit a new command, or you give a unit multiple commands, you don't want that unit pausing every time you give that command, right? That's not something that would ever fly in like other real-time strategy games. I would say that's the biggest problem with Stronghold 3, but overall, I had fun playing it, and there are 2 more campaigns that I'm going to be doing for Stronghold 3. One is it's like a DLC campaign, I forget exactly what it's called. It's another military-focused campaign, and then there's also the economic campaign. So I'll probably be finishing the economic campaign after this one now. So yeah, if you're interested in more Stronghold 3, there's that to look forward to. So anyway, that completes it. By the way, if you did not understand the cutscene there, because it happened rather quickly, it appears that the wolf set a decoy that the boy, who's the protagonist, it's sort of you, chased after, and when the boy caught the decoy, the wolf sprung his trap and caught the boy. And I don't know what happens to the boy after that. Obviously, the wolf didn't want him killed immediately, so there's always the possibility that he's going to be tortured or something. Who knows? I wouldn't want to be in the same position, the same situation, basically. But yeah, that's it for the Stronghold 3 military campaign. Took a while, but we got it done. So thank you very much for watching as always, and I hope to see you next time.